Hi, my sweet first grade friends. I hope that you're ready for math because I am today. All right, we're going to start our math lesson off with our game, start with and get to. This is just practice with us counting forward. And since you don't have a partner, you might have a partner, a mom, dad, grandma, grandpa. I can be your partner too. So we are going to start with the number 1. And we're going to get to by counting by ones to 11. Okay, so I have a number line here. I'm going to try to show you as best as I can my number line, and I have a little clothespin that says start. So I'm going to put my clothespin right there where the number 1 is, and that's where I'm going to start counting. And I'm going to get to the number 11. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put my clothespin on the number 11. The number 11 I see has 2 1s. 1 10 and 1 1. You don't. Okay, so here's my get. And I'm going to put my get clothespin on the number 11 right there. So I can see that I'm counting from 1 to 11. Okay, so count with me. Here we go. I'm going to hold it up here and you can see my lips down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hey, you did pretty good on that. Excellent job. Okay, we're going to start with the number 29. Could we start with the number 29 and get to the number 24? Hey, how about this? Why don't we get to the number 29 is bigger. Let's start with 24. Hey, come here, 24. It's not letting you take it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, it's being silly. Let's start with the number 1 and get to 29. So we're going to start with the number 1 and get to 20. Uh-oh. My number line starts or stops at the number 25. Does that mean I just have to stop counting? No. Number lines keep going on and on and on. This number line doesn't. But I have a lot of number lines. I have one in my classroom that's really big. You can even make a number line all the way to 29. I'm going to put my little clothespin right here because we're going to have to get to past 25. We're going to count though, and we're going to use what I have so far. Okay, are you ready? We're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We got to the number 29. You can keep doing this. I want you to practice counting, and I want you to count in order, practice at a good rate. I want you to make sure you know your numbers well. All right, so today we are going to do some addition problems. So yesterday you watched a video about how to tell a story aloud. And so we are going to tell the story aloud, and then we're going to use a strategy to solve the problem. So some strategies that we can use are we can draw out the problem, we can count on our fingers, we can write an equation. There are a lot of ways that we can solve the problem. Today I'm going to draw and label. Okay, so I'm going to use my pen over here. Let me get my pen ready. And I'm going to draw. Okay, so our story, we have to listen to our story first. So when we tell a story, you've got to listen to all the parts. I don't want you to solve it yet. I want you to know what happened in the problem. So it says, Leah and Diego were working together at the art table. Diego had 3 crayons, and Leah had 3 crayons. How many crayons did they have all together? So could you tell that story again? Pause this video and tell the person that's close by the story again. Okay, I hope that you told the person that is close by your addition story in your own words. So we have two friends, Leah and Diego, and they're working together at an art table. It's telling me that Diego, all right, I'm going to draw Diego. Don't make fun of my lap or my person. I'm going to draw him. Here he is. Here's Diego. Okay, come on. He's going to have some eyes and a smile. And I think Diego in my story has spiky hair. Spiky hair. There's Diego. He has 3 crayons. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now Leah, it's telling, okay, so there's Diego, he has 3 crayons. Leah, she has 3 crayons too. So here's Leah. Drawing on a computer is very difficult. I bet your pictures are going to look fantastic. Leah's smiling because she's at art class and she has a big ponytail. Here we go. All right, Leah, she has a ponytail and she has 3 crayons. 1, 2, and 3. So far I know in my story that Diego has 3 crayons and Leah has 3 crayons. I'm going to label my crayons down here. Here's Diego's, he has 3, and Leah also has 3. So how could I solve this word problem? How could I solve this story problem? Remember, the story problem wants us to find how many crayons they had all together. What could I do? I could put them together or add them together. I'm going to do that with a symbol called an addition symbol or a plus sign. So 3 plus 3, and then we have to use what we call an equal sign. Here's our equal sign. To find out how many they have all together, I could count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All together, they have 6 crayons. Okay, you could label 2. You could just, if you wanted to, write 1, 2, let's see if I can do it, 3, and keep counting, 4, come on, 5, that's a crazy 5, and 6. So I could label it like that. Another way you could do is you could say one of the numbers, one of the add-ins, and then count on. So you could, I know this is 3, and I'm going to keep counting. So 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 crayons all together. Now down here, I wrote an equation. I talked about this yesterday. This is called an equation. An equation has add-ins, which are the numbers that you're putting together. It has a plus sign or an addition symbol. It also has an equal sign. And then this is the sum or the total. So when I talk about my equal sign with my students, I always like to say that the equal sign means the same as. So when I'm saying this, I might say 3 plus 3 is the same as 6. Because if I have 3 and 3 on this side and 6 on and 6 on this side, it equals. It's the same as. So I like to use that symbol equal sign and say the same as. Okay, I have one little part that I want to tell you. So here's my story, but I'm going to add a little bit to it. Leah and Diego are still working at the art table. Diego still has 3 crayons, but now Leah has 4 crayons. If you remember, Leah just had 3, so now she has 4. So now how many crayons do they have together? So again, you would get out your marker. I'm going to get my marker out. This time I'm going to do it in purple. Okay, and I'm going to draw our story problem. So you want to retell that story in your own words, and then you want to find a strategy to solve the problem. So we can draw it out, we can get objects and show it, we could write an equation, and sometimes we like to just put all those strategies together. We like to use objects, then we like to draw, then we like to write an equation so that we really understand what's going on in the problem. So here is my Diego. This time I'm just going to write a D for Diego. I'm not going to draw his face. So Diego, he still has, I'm going to underline it, he still has 3 crayons. So I'm going to draw 3 crayons for him. 1, 2, and 3. So he still has 3 crayons. But now it's telling me that Leah has 4 crayons. So I'm going to put an L for Leah. And then I'm going to draw 4 crayons. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So under here, I'm going to label my drawing so that I can write my equation. So Diego had 3 crayons, and Leah had 4 crayons. So my question for my story problem is, how many crayons do they have all together? So that means we're putting them together. If Diego had 3 and Leah had 4, I'm putting them all together to figure out how many they have. What's another strategy that you could do to solve this problem? I was also thinking, in the last problem, I found out that Diego had 3 and Leah had 3, and that made 6 all together. This time, Diego still has 3 and Leah has 4, which is only 1 more than 3. So if they had 6 before and Leah got 1 more, it would be how many? Did you say 7? Do you think they have 7 crayons now? Because Leah has 1 more. So I can use what I already know to even solve this word problem. So I'm going to continue writing my equation because I want to have my equation so that I can see it. I'm going to put my plus sign in the middle of my 2 addends, 3 and 4, and then I'm going to put my equal sign right here. So I can count, and I'm going to do my counting on strategy. I have 3 and I'm going to count on 4. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was right. I hope you were too. So 3 plus 4 equals 7. So now they have 7 crayons all together. I could even put 7 crayons. I'm going to put a C for crayons. Okay, wonderful. Today you're going to be reading story problems and solving story problems. You're going to draw pictures and equations to show your work. I want you to work really hard today to visualize it in your mind, to draw it down, and write an equation to solve the problems. I can't wait to see your work, and I'm so proud of you. Bye, my sweet first grade friends.